It's your girl Caddy BFF and welcome back to my channel. Today I am getting ready for a date night that is also at a bar, a dance bar. So I'm just gonna jump straight into it because for one, I don't want this video to be too long, and I'm trying to be out by like 9:45. So, and I'm actually gonna do a full beat today. So I'm just gonna go straight in. Just going into my Fenty foundation. I'm sorry if I don't say all the products while I'm doing it, because like I said, I just want to like not fly through the video, but like to get ready with me, you know. We're getting ready to go somewhere. This is a chit chat. So yeah, so I primed my face with the Ever Matte primer, and I'm using Fenty foundation in this shade 390 right now. And since we are talking about me going out for date night, I think I want to talk about how I met my boyfriend, who I also refer to as Senpai. And yes, I do call my boyfriend Senpai. I'm well aware it's a Japanese word. I'm very like into anime, which is obviously not an excuse, but I just like how it sounds, honestly. So but yeah, I'm gonna talk about how I met my boyfriend. And I met my boyfriend like a little bit over a year ago. I'm sorry, so sorry you guys if this keeps going like light and dark. I don't know why it's like constantly adjusting itself. I switched myself into a different corner just to see how. When I met my boyfriend, it was over a year ago, and I was he met me like in an odd time of my life, honestly. I was like stressing out. It was near the end of my first school year in college. It was the end of my freshman year in college, and I was stressing out like any college student would. It was over multiple things, like financial stuff and grades and everything, and finals. Grades and finals, mainly finals. And I just discovered an event that was 18 and up. And I was 20 at the time. I'm 21 now. And the first time I went, I didn't meet him. I was meeting like I ended up meeting like different type of people, like all kinds of people. It was very interesting. And so I thought, oh, like I felt like I belonged there, because like there's like a lot of places where I feel like I don't belong. I felt like I belonged there, so I was like, oh, okay, like this will be the place where I can come over and meet new friends, and that was it. So second time I went there, I was by myself. Normally when I go out, I'm by myself, mind you. Just to let you guys, usually when I go out somewhere, I'm normally by myself. Like you rarely see me with friends. So this time around, so I was by myself, and it was near the beginning of the event too. I just saw him like standing there, and like we would like occasionally make eye contact, but not really. And so the more I looked at him, the more I noticed, like, oh, like, he is by himself. And so when I noticed that he was by himself, I just ever so slightly gravitated towards him. And like we spoke for like a split second. It wasn't like a real conversation. It was just like a short commentary on like where we was at, because the DJ was playing like rock music and things like that. So at some point, I forgot who asked. I think it was like either me or him who asked, like, oh, like if you want to dance. So then like we started dancing, and it was like such a weird experience because it literally felt like a movie. Like, you know how like you watch those like typical like romantic movies where like at some point two people are dancing and like the camera will only focus on one person's face and everything else around them is literally rotating. That's literally how that looked. Like it literally looked like that. And like it was just like so like it was almost as if like my energy kind of like didn't gravitate towards him, but like I almost felt like we're like legit connecting in a way without actually saying anything. And so at some point we started dancing. I mean, not at some point, but at some point we stopped dancing, I mean. And he also met this other girl who was who was like nothing like me. Like I could tell like they were like just like nothing like me. And it was so weird because like I don't even know this person. I literally just met this person, and all of a sudden I'm a little bit jealous because because like I didn't have like their attention anymore. And see, yeah, that happened, and then I was just like chilling out for like the rest of the night. Occasional dancing with him like again, and like we stayed until the very end of the event, which is like 3-4 in the morning. So once it hit like the end of the once it was time to leave, I thought he would be like a cool friend. So I asked for his number. He gave it to me, and that was it. I just went back to my dorm, took off my makeup, and went to bed. I think I also gave my and went to bed. I think I also gave my number to somebody else that day too. It was just like, I don't know. But the next day, like, I just felt so chill. Like, you know how, like, I don't know if you guys felt this, but like, if you like go out and you like spend your time well to the point where like you're just tired and you wake up and you just kind of felt like refreshed, but at the same time you don't want to get out of bed, you don't want to do anything. Like that was me the next day. And I was the first one who texted, so I got his number I think like on a Friday, and I didn't text him until like Sunday. 2-day rule. In other words, 2-day rule. If you want to get with somebody, do use the 2-day rule. Because you don't want to make it seem like you're desperate. But yeah, so I texted him, and I think it was either on Monday or Sunday, whichever day. And I was like, hey, it's that black girl from like the prom, like the emo from the Black Parade, or like, oh, from the emo night. That's what I said. I think that's what I said, from the emo night. And like, so from there we just like casually like started talking, and at some point we decided to hang out. Now, originally the plan was to go to a cafe in Manhattan, but it looked like it was gonna rain, and then this time I was dorming. So now, obviously, I wouldn't invite a stranger into my house, but since this was a dorm, I felt more safe about it. And plus, like, I didn't get like a weird vibe off of him at all. Like, I felt like when I met him, I felt like very comfortable with him, like very comfortable. So, and plus like campus security. So I just like invited him to my room, and all we literally did was like watch Netflix and YouTube videos, and it was pretty quiet. Like we barely talked. We talked like here and there, but we wasn't having like a full blown conversation. And like at some point we also cuddled, which was weird because like say like okay, so like say like we're cuddling, right? We're literally like this close, and like his arm will be like across from me like that. So like there's like this much space between us, like total. There was like enough space. There was like space between like our bodies overall. Like it wasn't even like touching at all. But his arm was like over me, and we're watching. I forgot the name of the. I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I know what show we were watching. I just don't know like how to pronounce the name. So if anything, I'll just put it right here. Um, but yeah, we watched that. We watched the whole season, and then at some point, my roommate came back, and then he left. And like it was weird because like we didn't really like connected in any type of way at that time. And at some point I'm gonna have to have like, I'm gonna try. Actually, like, if you like and comment if you want my boyfriend to tell his side of the story, because like I feel like that would be pretty interesting. But yeah, like it was weird because when we hung out like outside of the event, like we didn't feel like, I didn't feel that much of a connection. I was like, oh, it's cool, like I'm not alone today type thing. So it was weird. And then we set up to hang out again, but he stood me up. He stood me up for another date. Okay. He stood me up for another date. And you would think at that point, like, I would let it go or whatever, but like, I'm just like one of those people where, like, if I'm intrigued about somebody, I would kind of like push for it. And like, he did like apologize for like stooding me up, but like I said, you guys need to hear his side of the story because he did that shit on purpose. He did that shit on purpose. But yeah, so it was time for me to pack up all my stuff in my dorm and go home. And I moved all my stuff out the dorm, but I wasn't able to move everything because I did ended up forgetting like a few things. It wasn't a lot of things, but enough for me to want to enough for me to remember and want to go back. And on top of that, the doctors decided it was cute for them to catch me like the day after I move out to have my heart biopsy. If you guys haven't seen like my very first video, you guys should check it out. It's a more serious topic because again, like it's about my heart biopsy, but I feel like it's important to share because I am a very young individual who had a heart transplant at the age of 19, and I had 2 other heart surgeries prior to that. So if you guys like watch that would be cool because it's very dear to my heart, physically and literally, metaphorically. So, but yeah, so after my biopsy was like, I was literally laying in the hospital bed, more specifically the stretcher, waiting to be pushed in. And I decided to text him, and I was like, I'm dying. I was like, I mean, I think that's like what exactly I said. I don't know if that's exactly what I said, but I know I did say something about me dying. And so he asked me like which hospital I was in, because like surprisingly we both live in the same area, but I live on the west side and he lives on the east side, but we live in the same overall area. And I gave him the address of the hospital, and after the biopsy I had to wait like 2 hours, maybe 2 hours, 4 hours before I got out. I don't know if they did it in my neck or my leg that time. Actually, no, they did it through my leg, so I had to wait 4 hours. He waited for me, and I got out, and as soon as I got out, he gave me Beanie Babies. Cause he told me like, oh, I gave you this one because he's in the hospital, and I gave you the other one for like an apology for basically ditching me. And so it was cute, like it was like a cute little moment. And then we went back to my dorm because I wanted to get the rest of my stuff, and we ended up hanging out there. My roommate was there, and I was like, she basically chilling at my side of the room, my empty side of the room. We were just like talking and watching videos. And like that same day I introduced him to one of my friends. Now by the time this happened, I believe maybe like 2-3 weeks have already passed. So and yeah, and we've been talking and hanging out ever since. And also like the next time I hanged out with him, I ended up meeting like a bunch of his friends, like a handful that I still occasionally talk to today. So but yeah, that is how I met my senpai. That was a pretty short story, and I'm still not done with my makeup, so I guess I'll just say what I used on my brow. For my brow, because I'm wearing a wig, of course. I am wearing a wig, and I decided to just use a tinted brow gel. I used the Benefit Give Me Brow. I used my Ipsy sample. And I contoured. Traffic. I contoured with my e.l.f. contour palette. And I used the darkest shade. And now I'm going into my Jaclyn Hill palette. And I am just adding in transition color. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what I'm doing to my face today. Oh yeah, and I used the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. And I set it with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I think I'm gonna do some sort of smoky eye today. Just because. I'm going to a dark event. I mean, this brush is clearly too wide to do under my eyes, but I'm doing it anyway. Because it needs to be smoky. I'm also going to do an outfit reveal. And hopefully I be a good YouTuber and put a picture of my overall outfit like I did last time. So, okay. Do you wanna put my mascara? I think I want to do. I mean, I'm doing a smoky eye, but I think I want to play with a color that I never played with. I think I'm gonna go into the dark green. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go into the dark green and put that all over my lid, and then I'm gonna just blend it out basically with a clean brush. So right now I'm just looking for a flat brush so I can just. Okay, cool. We live a life without love. I see the light on the side. I'm gonna just put this in like the shape of a cat eye, but I'm still gonna blend it out everywhere. I'm also gonna be playing with some metallic liners just so that I haven't been on my A game like doing makeup looks for these events lately, honestly. I've been taking shortcuts because it's summer and I'm lazy and I'm doing like trying to do a bunch of other stuff. So and then on top of that, I'm going out tomorrow, so or make it kind of thick. And cross it. Oops, that went a little bit too far down. Oh well, I'm gonna put it on both sides and that's how we're gonna leave it. Like that, and emphasize. I'm just taking this. This is kind of like a royal blue. And I am just doing that across my nose. I know this is weird, and I know like then this is completely suitable for that. And it's great because it doesn't have to be 100% perfect and people will still like it. Yeah, this video is getting too long. I'm already been recording for like 33 minutes. And let me check this out in a mirror because something tells me. No, I just look like the glitter queen. I like it. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I gotta work on my blending, but practice makes perfect. Not that episode. There we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna go grab my blush and I'll be right back. Okay, so while I got the blush, I put on a random lippy that's like this lavender color. I'ma just take this blush, put it here. I'm gonna go light-handed with it because this has some pigment. It's this, yeah, it's the Steve Laurent brush. Steve Laurent blush. And it is in the shade. What shade is this? Blush. Oh, it's literally called I'm Blushing, which is cute. And I like it because it shows up on my skin. So, and now it is time for the highlighter. Now I need to find my favorite highlighting brush. And the cool thing about this blush, like even though it's basically supposed to be like a travel size, it makes my skin give that wet look. makes my skin give. It gives my skin the wet look. So just look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Look how cool it looks. So of course in some. And then I'm gonna take my favorite smaller Lexi brush, concentrate on those here, and of course here. Okay, this video is getting too long, so I'm gonna put on majority of my outfit. Even actually, I have to put on my entire outfit, and then I'll get right back and show you guys my outfit. Okay, you guys. So here's the rundown. Here is the look, and here comes the outfit. So so cute. I look like a waifu. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so here is the markdown. Take notes if you're interested. Amazon, Dolls Kill, Instagram boutique, more specifically by Glamazante. Say hello to the sparkly boots. Leggings are from Dolls Kill. And then, hello stomach fat. And then, I don't know when it's gonna be uploaded. Hopefully this is uploaded by the time I want it to be, and then if I end up going out tomorrow, then that video will probably be posted a few days after, a whole week. But don't forget to follow me on Instagram at CattyBFFsBeauty. And tell me what you guys want to see, because I know what I want to do for this channel, but I want to hear your guys' opinions, and let me know what you guys want to be called, because I think I want to call you guys kitties, because I'm Catty BFF, so like to call you guys kitties, like that would be so cool. But yeah, it's your girl, eek. It's your girl, Catty BFF. Like, comment, subscribe, spread the love, and I'll see you guys next time. Mwah.